Around 10% of our electricity is generated by green energy, things like wind farms and solar panels. But Plaid Cymru says all of Wales' electricity would be made from renewables within 20 years, if it came to power in the Assembly. The election is next May. The party's pledge was made at the site of the planned tidal lagoon in Swansea Bay. Our political reporter, Carl Roberts, was there too.
You can't see much further than the end of your nose in Swansea Bay today, but Plaid Cymru has a vision which would see Wales produce all of its electricity from renewable sources in 20 years' time. Plans to turn Swansea Bay into a tidal lagoon will cost £1 billion. 16 turbines under the water, generating enough electricity for over 150,000 houses for 120 years. Plaid Cymru want to see more projects like this one to replace the more traditional ways of generating electricity like burning coal and gas. But it's a big challenge. Just be clear here, what are you setting out today? Is this going to be a policy or is it just an ambition?
Well, it's both. What we're saying today is that the first 100 days of a Plaid Cymru government will see the delivery of a route map as to how we in Wales will be able to achieve 100% of our electricity being produced from renewables.
Are you sure this can be done?
I'm totally confident that we can reach this target. It may be that some of the technologies that we eventually use, we don't know that they're there yet.
The total amount of electricity generated in Wales has continued to fall since 2010, mainly due to a decline in energy generated from gas. 10% of electricity in Wales was produced from renewable sources by 2013. That's the lowest in the UK. More energy is being produced from renewable sources, though. There was a 9% increase between 2012 and 2013, mainly due to an increase in wind turbines here. Denmark leads the way in wind power generation. At the end of last week, the country's wind farms produced 140% of Denmark's electricity needs. And this renewable energy expert believes Plaid's policy is feasible, but would need a huge amount of political will to succeed.
We will see more wind farms, both onshore and out at sea. We will see more solar panels on roofs, but also these standalone farms that we're starting to see across the countryside now. And also opportunities using wave power off Pembrokeshire, tidal streams off Anglesey, and the lagoon and barrage projects that I talked about in tidal range.
On a windy day in Swansea Bay, the power of nature is easy to see. But Plaid Cymru want us to be using less energy in the future. They propose making our homes more efficient, which they say is the best way to reduce our energy bills. With only 10 months to go until the Assembly election, the political temperature, at least, is being turned up.
Carl, it's an ambitious policy, but it's a bit short on any detail.
Certainly is ambitious, Jamie, if you consider that 10% of all the energy produced in Wales at the moment comes from renewable sources. Plaid Cymru, within 20 years, want all of the energy that we use and need here in Wales, all the electricity, to come from those renewable sources. And what they're saying today, they can't give us too much detail, but they say if elected within 100 days, they will set out a plan on how to achieve that. Now, tonight, the Welsh Government tell us that they already have a plan. They have a vision for a low-carbon economy. They say that they're already investing in tidal and wind technologies, and they say they've asked the UK government for more powers around renewable energy to make the most of the economic benefits that brings. Now, this is just one policy announcement from Plaid Cymru in one policy area. Now, we're going to see much more of this in all policy areas from all of the political parties as the months tick down to that Assembly election, which is in May next year. 10 months away, Jamie.
Carl Roberts in Swansea, thank you.